Housing benefit for people who rent privately. You may be able to claim housing benefit to help with your rent if you are on a low income or receive certain benefits. The local housing allowance scheme is used to work out how much benefit is paid to people who rent privately. The local housing allowance scheme means that your benefit is based on where you live and on how many rooms the government believes your household needs, rather than on what you actually have to pay your landlord. For example, a couple who has an 8-year-old son and a 4-year-old daughter will be seen to need 2 bedrooms. That's 1 bedroom for the couple and 1 for the children to share. On the other hand, a single person aged under 35 who doesn't have any dependents will usually only get enough benefit to rent a room in a shared house or flat, although there are some exceptions. The local housing allowance scheme rules mean that many people who rent privately and who receive housing benefit will not get enough benefit to cover their entire rent. People who find themselves in this situation will need to make up the difference between the amount of housing benefit they get and the amount of rent that they must pay their landlord out of their own pocket. However, some help is available. If you don't get enough housing benefit to cover your full rent, apply for a discretionary housing payment or DHP. A DHP is like a top-up payment of housing benefit. There is no guarantee that you will get a discretionary housing payment when you apply, but your chances of getting an award will be much stronger if you can show that the shortfall is causing you financial hardship and that you cannot move to cheaper accommodation. If your application is successful, the DHP will be paid to you for a set period of time. You should make a note in your phone or your diary of when this extra money will stop. Once it stops, you can apply again. If your application for a discretionary housing payment has not been successful, contact Housing Rights for advice. You can get an application form for this payment from the Northern Ireland Housing Executive. If you would like any assistance completing this form, get in touch with Housing Rights.